Cameron, would you come up and join me? Cameron is an 8th grade student at Strong Vincent Middle School. She's 13 years old and in the honors program there. She was the leading scorer on Strong Vincent girls basketball team this past fall. Cameron also plays travel basketball with the crossover basketball program. She was accepted to Northwest Pennsylvania Collegiate Academy and will start high school there next year. Actually, 2 of Renee's sons also go there, so you'll get to know them. She is interested in one day becoming a nurse practitioner. Her day today began when Fire Chief Guy Santone met her at Strong Vincent Middle School and brought her to City Hall in the Fire Chief's SUV. After arriving at City Hall, she received her city lanyard, name badge, and toured parts of City Hall. After the press conference, the rest of Cameron's day will look something like this. We'll be walking up to attend the Oasis ribbon cutting up at 9th and State. She'll be stopping to see the Ben Wiley exhibit at Erie Rise Academy. She'll be having lunch with me and members of my team, and then she'll be touring our firehouses, get a ride in a fire truck. She'll also be touring our police department and riding in a police cruiser. Cameron will submit a 2 to 3 paragraph student reflection on her experience as mayor for the day to her English teacher next week. She will then be asked to share her reflection at the school board meeting on Wednesday, March 13th at 6 p.m. at East Middle School. Cameron will also receive a copy of our mission and vision. She also has received 2 of my pens and a city lapel pin. And now I'd like to present her with a proclamation proclaiming her mayor for the day, and I'll read this first. Whereas Cameron Flowers is a student at Strong Vincent Middle School and was chosen to be mayor for the day on Thursday, February 28th, 2019. Whereas Cameron Flowers was selected to be the mayor for the day because she demonstrates positive behavior and works hard every day to succeed. Whereas Cameron Flowers participates tour City Hall, tour the police station and ride in a police cruiser, tour of the firehouse, ride in a fire truck, and have lunch with myself and my staff. And whereas Cameron Flowers will write a student reflection about her experience as mayor and share it with the Erie School Board at their March meeting. Now therefore, on this 20th day of February 2019, I, Joseph V. Schember, mayor of the city of Erie, hereby recognize Cameron Flowers as mayor of the city of Erie for today. I commend her for success so far and encourage her to make a positive difference wherever she goes. Cameron, you are Erie's future. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think Cameron has something to present to me as well.
Strong.
One t-shirt. You can go ahead and sit back down. And I also want to mention Cameron's dad who's here and Cameron's grandma who's here in the back as well. Thanks for being here with us.
Cameron's dad is always here.
True. I think today might feel a little different than usual. Cameron, again, welcome. I hope you have a really good day today. Congratulations on earning this recognition, and I really look forward to watching your success in the future. I also want to remind everybody that for Black History Month, Andy Steinmetz and our intern Courtney have been posting facts every day on social media celebrating local African Americans' accomplishments. To learn more about their legacy, follow us on Facebook at hashtag Erie Black History. Let's see, trying to see if, okay. I'm going to skip ahead in the program a little bit. Next, and again, this is also part of Black History Month, we also want to celebrate some local entrepreneurs who are making headlines with their delicious dishes, the owners of Pineapple Eddie's Southern Bistro. Chef Jean Paul was born in Port-au-Prince, the capital and largest city in the Caribbean country of Haiti, and he was raised here in the United States. He was honored for his culinary craft over 30 years in restaurants from Chicago to New York City. His passion for his business was influenced by his mother, Marie, who owned and operated her own restaurant down in Haiti. Owning a restaurant gives him the unique opportunity to express his culinary finesse, masterfully fuse the flavors and cooking techniques of two cultures, Haiti and the American South, creating the distinct flavors of Pineapple Eddie's. How many here have eaten at Pineapple Eddie's? It's just about everybody in the room. Karen Thomas and Adrian Paul, sisters and co-owners, develop a passion for the hospitality business from their parents, who owned and operated 5 ballroom catering companies in New York City. Both sisters studied hospitality management and culinary arts at universities in the United States and abroad. These women have spent over 15 years in the corporate and private sector of the hospitality field. The move to Erie presented them with the opportunity to fulfill both a professional and family dream, a business of their own. In July 2011, Pineapple Eddie's became a reality. It's hard to believe it's been that long already. It's June of 2011 is when it opened. We at the city were delighted to find out that when the dining reservation service Open Table came out with their list of top 10 restaurants in the Pittsburgh area, this is a list of the top 10 restaurants in the Pittsburgh area, Pineapple Eddie's was on that list in November. They stayed on the list also for December, January, and February. I'm going to bet they're going to be on there in March as well. Here's the quote from the publication. Yes, an Erie eatery made the cut. Southern regional flavors with Caribbean flair will lure you to our northern neighbor. I guess that means Erie, the northern neighbor of Pittsburgh, right? Creations, featuring shrimp, sausage, and catfish, top the menu. Don't leave without trying the grilled pound cake with glazed pineapple for dessert. Oh, and the style is casual up there on the lake. So we're lucky to have this culinary gem in the Erie. Today, we want to recognize and celebrate Jean, Andre, and Karen, and we would like to invite Karen to come up and say a few words. I think Karen is in the back. Okay, Karen, you moved up. That's okay.
I want to say that it has been a real treat and an honor for us to be able to open a business here in Erie. We've always wanted to have our own business, just didn't know exactly where and when it was going to happen. You have my husband to thank for us being up here, because his work is actually what brought me up here first. And I sort of talked everybody else into moving up here when we got here. Keep in mind that my brother-in-law wasn't too thrilled about that. He was living in Atlanta. He and my sister were in Atlanta, but they didn't have any relatives there. So we got our start in a really small spot. What is now Cloud 9 used to be Bay Breeze. We piggybacked off of them. They were a lounge, and we borrowed their kitchen. So anybody who says that it's not possible to start your own anything needs to understand that starting small is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It helps you to develop your legs and be able to have a firm foundation in the future. We are thrilled that we have survived almost 8 years now. We're looking to do or solidify our position where we are right now. You know, just saying that we've been working through our business, you know, steadfast with the 3 Ds, I like to say: diligence, you know, divine inspiration, and driven by the divine always, and discipline, because you have to have some sense of consistency and regularity and uniformity in order to make it work. So again, we're just thrilled to be here and happy that Erie has welcomed us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. It's awesome advice for anybody thinking of starting a business. Don't be afraid to start small and grow it over time. And there definitely, I'm sure there have been and some problems along the way. You just need to overcome those and be committed and keep going. Next on today's agenda, we want to celebrate our community center directors. The process of researching and writing the Black History series that we've been publishing this month has really enlightened me and my staff about the whole community. Whether in education, the arts, business, faith, family, government, or neighborhoods, Shining a light on the contributions of our African American brothers and sisters has been a wonderful way to celebrate them. It has helped us understand where we've come from as we transform Erie into a community that values and celebrates our rich cultural diversity. We would not be what we are today without the contributions of our African American brothers and sisters. And to create the best future, Erie needs the insights, perspectives, contributions of our African American residents. Today, we focus on 4 homegrown African American leaders who chose to stay here and make a positive impact on their respective neighborhoods. Gary Horton of the Urban Erie Community Development Corporation, James Sherrod of the Martin Luther King Jr. Center, Chantel Hilliard of the Booker T. Washington Center, and Samela Hudson Bruton of the John F. Kennedy Center. Samela, unfortunately, could not be with us today. Our community centers are safe, welcoming places that strive to increase economic self-sufficiency, deliver a high-quality education, empower youth to build their skills, and inspire the community to take steps towards creating a better future. Our community center directors live this every single day. They are passionate about serving others, whether it is answering the phone at all hours of the day and night, driving students, sometimes up to 4 hours, to college when their families are unable to do that, helping children to see their potential and not giving up on themselves, and planning for the future. These leaders are on the front lines working hard every day to lift up Erie residents. Each of them directly touches and impacts real people who are striving to make better lives for themselves, their family, and their community. As executive director of nonprofits, they are often required to take on all manner of jobs, no matter how big or small. Here's some examples of the stuff these guys do. They clean bathrooms. They drive the community center van to transport people. They take out the trash. They plan programs. They take care of children in the after-school and summer programs. And they are, of course, always planning the next steps. They do it all. Most recently, they have been working together like never before with the Minority Community Investment Coalition. This is a great initiative, and I'm really pleased that this is going on. Since taking office, we have been meeting regularly to discuss how we can work closely together to lift up our neighborhoods. They have come to the table of the People's Supper to engage in an honest, open dialogue. They are helping us break down barriers so that Erie can become a region where racism and prejudice no longer exist. A community where every individual feels accepted and valued, regardless of their race, religion, ethnicity, skin color, or sexual orientation. Now I'd like to invite Gary, James, and Chantel to come up and share with you what they're working on and their plans for the future. Who's going to go first?
Back here that if we get too long and winded, I'll get the buzz. So good morning, and thank you, and we appreciate the opportunity, Mayor, and the rest of the individuals that are here today. My name is Chantel Hilliard. I'm the Executive Director of the Booker T. Washington Center and a member of MCIC, the Minority Community Investment Coalition. The Minority Community Investment Coalition is a group of community-based organizations that are working together in the city of Erie. Members have included the Booker T. Washington Center, the Bishop's Leadership Institute, Urban Erie Community Development Corporation, the John F. Kennedy Center, and the Martin Luther King Center. The coalition was formed to address poverty, hopelessness, joblessness, and economic disparities, and aims to coordinate work within our communities. Those on the front line to raise our voice as one. Currently working together from the coalition are Urban Erie Development Corporation, the Booker T. Washington Center, and the Martin Luther King Center. There's a new spirit of cooperation and collaboration in Erie, a sense that we are all in this together, and a realization that we are the ones that need to make it happen. We all understand that we are we are all at a pivotal point. We must act now. MCIC will provide a multitude of programs and services to the people we serve from the west side of Cranberry Street to the east side of Bird Drive, from 28th Street to the waterfront. Each one of our current partners are natives of the community and have a true understanding of our community needs. As being a native of this community and having the opportunity to run legendary facilities that have had a profound impact on our community, we intend to institute a localized plan created and developed by the people for the people. We intend to work toward building and expanding our community relationships, along with partnerships to investment within our communities. We intend to be part of the solution, not a part of the ongoing divisive problems we see in our community when we are pitted against one another. We intend to work with the mayor of this great city to educate and inform our community that it must be inclusive, culturally sensitive, and include diversity in all that happens to move our city forward. MCIC is working together to ensure that our plans are tied together and that we are working together to support neighborhood revitalization, economic and community development, and public safety. With that being said, the Booker T. Washington Center, Urban Erie Community Development Corporation, and the Martin Luther King Center feel it's important to align and work with the mayor and the city administration. Our partnership has given us the opportunity to acquire Joyce A. Savacchio Business Park. This community development project is intended to benefit Erie's urban poor and new American populations. We believe it will allow us to move our clients from the darkness of hopelessness and to the light of economic opportunity and empowerment, jobs and education, along with infrastructure development. Finally, we all are aware of the 24/7 Wall Street article which stated that Erie was the worst place for African Americans to live. MCIC recognizes that we can't sit by waiting for things to change. It is our responsibility to create opportunities for Erie's urban poor and new Americans. But none of this can be successful if we do not embrace our unique diversity, work for inclusion, and become culturally sensitive. MCIC believes by creating this partnership and working closely with the mayor and his team, we can transform Erie into a place that recognizes the importance of creating uniquely diverse and inclusive culture. Thank you for your time today, and please bless MCIC in all of our endeavors. Thank you.
Good job. Thanks very much, James, Chantel, and Gary. Appreciate you being here. Also, thanks to Karen Thomas for what you're doing at Pineapple Eddie's. Please keep that up. And I'm actually getting a little sad because, as Black History Month ends today, we'll be lowering the Martin Luther King flag outside of City Hall at the end of the day today. But I want you to know that we're never going to stop working to make every member of our community feel welcome and important and part of our community. Going forward in Erie, we'll celebrate our rich diversity and make Dr. King's vision of equity and inclusion a reality here in Erie. That wraps up today's press conference. Thanks again for everyone being here, especially to Cameron, our mayor for the day. Thank you for spending the day with us today. Thanks everyone for being here.